Hello! And I am back with another Warrior Cats Pokemon video thing, episode thing, Warrior Cats stuff? That's my intro. Anyways, hello, I am making Pokemon, well, Fakemon, inspired by Warrior Cats. Their personalities, their designs, their whatever about them that I want to keep in the design. So this episode we're gonna be doing Sandpour, Sandstorm, Dustpour, and Dustpelt because I kind of imagine them as a partner Pokemon thing going on. And I think it's just interesting to have more in one episode than just have two again, because Ravenclaw's video was kind of short. I don't know. Whatever I prefer, I do what I want. And the designs, I made them kind of related. Like they go together, so I want to make one video with both of them rather than make two separate videos, because I'd rather be able to talk about the context all in one go. And you may be asking, what animal are they? Actually, you probably aren't asking yet because you're gonna assume cat, but nope, they're dingoes. They're dingoes, they're the dogs. They're the regional dog Pokemon of this region, quote unquote. I don't have a name for this region, I don't have a name for anything, I'm just making Fakemons, but I'm just gonna say they are the dog Pokemon of this Fakemon, like Growlithe and Houndour, but it's not gonna be as good as these designs, obviously, because I am not insane. But yeah, dingoes. Why the dingo? Because dingoes are cool. So I think it relates more to the ground type, because I'm making Sandpour a ground type, because I do what I want. And I'm making both of them dingoes actually, so it's like a pair of dingoes. I actually did that because it relates to the created deity of Bunjil? I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to offend people, and his two pair of dingo helpers, because he's a created deity of Aboriginal mythology, and I think he's really interesting, and dingoes are really interesting, and the portrayal of dingoes is interesting. So, yeah, dingoes are cool. I made them dingoes. So for the design wise, Sandpour has pretty fancy eyelashes because I wanted to emphasize Sandpour being, you know, majority being females, because that's the character, and I think it's interesting to have a female character paired with a male character. Like, usually in Pokemon they have two different Pokemon that are related, and one is the male and one is the female. Like, I think it was Tauros and Miltank. It's not going to be that drastic of a difference between these two, but that's what I'm going for. Like, the male and the female variant, but they're technically different Pokemon. So Sandpour is a pretty simple design. It's a dingo Pokemon with funny looking ears, green eyes, the fancy eyelashes, and the paws, the patterning on the paws, I was going to I end up changing that to be more not like that, because that design feature never really comes back up again in Sandstorm, and I wanted the paws to match more with what it will develop in as Sandstorm's design. So I did end up changing it when I was drawing Dustpour's design, but you know, that's how it is. And that's pretty much it. There's not much. I made sure that Sandpour looked really mischievous and feisty, because in my mind, Sandpour is the instigator, is the leader of Sandpour and Dustpour when they're bullying Firepour, because you know she's in charge. She's the more active, proactive one, and then Dustpour is the one that tags along in the bullying. That's how I see it. I haven't read the books in a while, and I don't remember if that's exactly how it works. But that's how I see it, so I kind of tried to make it look like that. She's more confident and stuff. And then we have Sandstorm, who is fighting ground, because fighting ground is actually super effective against Fire Fairy, which is Fire Star's typing, which I think is funny. She's just got a fighting spirit, and I think it just works really well. I don't have much to say about I don't have much to say about Sandstorm's design, apart from I really enjoy the bandages. They're not actually bandages, they're just patterning that looks like bandages. It's very unbelievable that they are patterning and not actual bandages, but I'm just gonna say it is. But it really emphasizes the fighting aspect of her design. She looks more mature, her proportions are less baby, and I think it works really well. She got a double tuft thing going on. I wanted to make her look elegant, like Sandstorm for the swirls, kind of, because that fits her. And then I have, yeah, I think that's it. And the shinies for both of them are kind of pinky red, to reference the red color of dingoes in ancient Aboriginal art, because it's amazing. It's honestly amazing. And then we have Dustpaw. He's designed to be like a partner Pokemon to Sandpaw, as I've already explained. He's a rock type because rock and ground keep getting mixed up with each other, but I'm pretty sure ground is stronger than rock type, and Sandstorm is just good against Dustpaws because Sandstorms are also fighting types, so fighting types will destroy your rock types. It's like a Lackey. I designed it to be I designed it off Sandpaw's design, so it looks pretty similar because they're both dingoes, but they have little minor differences. Like Dustpelt is more sharp, I guess, less elegant looking, more sharp, more rough, tough, baby looking, more circles on its face to reference the circles in Aboriginal art, which is amazing. Its paws are a darker color instead of a lighter color like on most dingoes, because as a reference to how I want the personality of this Pokemon to be, they really like digging, they like getting their paws dirty, they like building, they like doing stuff. And I'm really emphasizing the den building part of Dustpelt and Dustpaw's personality, because that's the only thing I remember from them. So yeah, and I think its tail is really cute. And then we have Dustpelt. He went through a lot of changes during the sketching phase because I had no idea where I was going with the evolution line. I had no idea for concepts, for anything, until I actually did start designing it, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. He starts off really strange looking because I was using a lot of references of Houndoom and all those funny looking dog Pokemon that fully evolved, but in the end I did change it up quite a bit. It's really stocky and short and very different to Sandstorm's physique. Did that on purpose as a bit of contrast, because since both of them are technically partner Pokemon, like since they're Pokemon that are gonna usually be put together, I want them to look really different. And I succeeded. He's very stocky, serious looking, stern. He still has his little fang, which I think is a little bit of cuteness on top. But yeah, he looks like he's covered in hardened mud, and he's very sharp edges. And that was on purpose, obviously. He doesn't look as agile as Sandstorm on purpose as well, because the main idea is that he is not as agile, obviously. He's more of someone who stays behind and builds stands. Haha, get it? He digs stands. Because the only thing I remembered about him was that he would repair dens, and I just turned that up to like 3000. I did end up changing his patterning a lot because I had no idea what I was doing. And in the end I took inspiration from Bumblebee, but I think it turned out really good. I really like it. I really like how it turned out, even if I don't like Dustpelt that much as a character. So yeah, I think it turned out really good. I think Sandstorm turned out really good. I think all of the designs turned out really good. I'm very happy with these designs. I'm happy with how they work together. Oh, and he's also dark rock type, which is funny because Sandstorm would be really strong against him, which, you know, reinforces the fact that she's the one on top, she's the boss. But yeah, in the end they turned out really good. Thanks for watching. Comment ideas for names, because of course I have no name ideas for them because my brain is small. And ideas for more Fakemon and characters, I'm going for Arc 1 at the moment. So give me more Arc 1 characters and ideas for Pokemon with them, because I feel like it, you know? Anyways, thank you. Oh, and I'll credit any ideas that I use from the comments regarding Fakemon ideas, Fakemon names, etc, etc.